Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ramizul Hassan, and today I am going to present the topic Maumala in Islamic Perspective. We will start from the introduction of Maumala. What is Maumala? We will go through the definition of Maumala, types of Maumala, and then we will go towards the five articles which includes the topic Maumala. Maumala involves the exchange of goods or services with a specific purpose, often for mutual benefit. It aims to create a fair and balanced transaction that aligns with Islamic principle. So, what is Muamala according to the Islamic perspective? Muamala in Islam refers to mutual dealings. It refers to the mutual dealings and interactions between individuals, communities, and societies. It encompasses all forms of human relationship and transactions, including trade, social interactions, and ethical behavior. Muslims, for Muslims, it is required to be truthful and honest in all their dealings. Deception, fraud, dishonesty are strictly prohibited in Islam. Treating others fairly is a fundamental principle, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Quran that and establish weight in justice and do not make deficit the balance. Now we will move towards the types of Maumla. There are various types of Maumla, including bartering. Bartering means that exchange of goods. It is an old ancient technique method in which we exchange the goods. And leasing is somehow like giving our land or property or something for a period of time. And joint ventures, it is somehow like the two members or two partners come together and they start a business. Each has its specific rules and applications. Everywhere in all the businesses there are specific rules, specific agreements between the different parties and its own application. Okay, now we will move toward the Quranic principles of Muamla. Justice and fairness. The Quran emphasizes the importance of justice and fairness in all transactions, including Muamla, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Quran that indeed Allah commands you to render trust to whom they due, and when you judge between people, to judge with justice. Excellent is that which Allah instructs you. Indeed, Allah is ever hearing and seeing. So, from these Quranic verses, it is clear that Allah is always seeing. Allah can see what we cannot see. So Allah can hear what we cannot hear. So Allah knows each and everything, even what is in our hearts. He knows each and everything. So we must be fair, we must be loyal, and we must have honest and fair dealings with the others. Second point is transparency and honesty. Transactions should be clear and transparent with both parties fully informed of terms and conditions. The second thing is very important that all the transactions should be clear and transparent. The clear and transparent means that let us take an example. If you are a shopkeeper and you are selling something, and if your customers come to you and you must tell all the defects, merits, and demerits of that goods before selling to that customer. This is the meaning of transparency. It means that clear transparency. He must know that the thing which he's going to buy, is there any defect in that thing? Is it's not working, or it might get destroyed, or something like that. He must know about it, and it is the duty of the shopkeeper to tell him. This means the transparency and clearance of trade. The third point is prohibition of interest, riba. In Islam, interest is strictly prohibited. Islam strictly prohibits usury or interest, ensuring that Muamla transactions are based on genuine exchange of values. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Quran that interest, this riba, it is a direct war with Allah and His Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So you can imagine that how big sin is this taking interest. Islam strictly prohibits interest. And the second reason is that because of this interest, the money cannot revolve in the society or in the community. It will stay with just one people or with just few group of people. So in Islam, we should give zakat to the poor people instead of putting interest when we give money to someone for a short period of time or someone owe money from us. Okay. Now we will move toward the Hadith teaching on Muamla. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he was called Sadiq and Amin, even before he was revealed as a prophet from the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Prophet Muhammad himself engaged in various forms of Muamla, setting an example for Muslims to follow. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in Sunan al-Tirmidhi, its hadith, the Prophet, peace be upon him, said that the truthful and truthworthy merchant will be with the prophets, the truthful and the martyrs. This means that the one who is having a fair and the honest dealings with the people on the day of judgment, he will be with the prophets and those people who get martyred in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Importance of consent. Hadith stress the importance of consent, of obtaining consent from both parties before entering into a transaction. Before entering into a transaction, before starting a business, two partners come. We must talk with them. They must know each and everything about the business that they are going to start. They must have all the information. And the third point is avoidance of deception. Hadith condemn any form of deception or trickery in businesses dealing. According to the Hadith of Prophet, peace be upon him, in saying Muslim Hadith, the Prophet, peace be upon him, said that he who cheats is not from us. So you can imagine that cheating is not somehow a small sin, it is a very big sin. Now we will talk about the perspective uh, from five Islamic journals. The first one is Journal of Islamic Economics. Journal of Islamic Economic focuses on economic implications and applications of Muamla in contemporary society. Islamic economics is a discipline that integrates Islamic principles with economic theory, uh, focusing on achieving socio-economic justice and ethical financial practices. Scholarly research in this field is disseminated through various academic journals dedicated to exploring and expanding the understanding of Islamic economics and finance. Now we will move toward the second journal, and that is Islamic Finance Review. Islamic Finance Review provides insight into the latest development and research in Islamic finance, including Muamla-based financial instruments. The Journal of Islamic Economics focuses on understanding and developing economic system based on Islamic principle like fairness, like justice, and like ethical conduct. It also explores topics like Islamic banking, finance, and businesses practices aiming to provide solutions for the modern economic challenges while promoting socio-economic justice. The journal serves as a platform for scholars and professionals to share research and ideas that align with Islamic values and contribute to a more equitable and ethical global economy. Next one is Journal of Islamic Banking and Finance. The Journal of Islamic Banking and Finance, it examines the ethical and practical aspects of Islamic banking and finance. It also highlights the role of Muamla in promoting a just and equitable financial statement. Islamic finance has evolved from a niche practices into a significant component of the global financial system, demonstrating notable growth and resilience, particularly during financial crisis. It emphasizes on the ethical principles such as the prohibition of interest and speculative transactions. It also aligns with the increasing global demand for responsible and sustainable financial practices. And the next one journal is Journal of Islamic Marketing. The Journal of Islamic Marketing addresses the marketing and ethical considerations involved in implementing and Muamla-based business practices. Islamic banking and finance have transitioned from niche practices to a significant component of the global financial system by adhering to Sharia principles, which prohibit interest mean riba and speculate transactions. Whereas Islamic finance emphasizes ethical and equitable financial dealings. This approach has attached a diverse clinical seeking socially responsible and sustainable financial solutions. So these were the journals. And next, we move toward the ethical considerations in Muamla. First of all, is the fair pricing. As we know that the fair pricing is is very important. Even if you are a shopkeeper and you're going to sell something, or you are a businessman, you are entrepreneur, you must put the prices on the products by looking at the capability and capacity of the people. Either they can afford it or not. And also the people who are on the poverty line and people even below the poverty line, is this product also available for them or not? The second point is transparency and disclosure. As I told before, the transparency is very important. All the merits, demerits, defects, and disadvantages should be clearly and properly mentioned before selling anything. And the third point is avoiding exploitation, preventing anybody from taking advantage from another's vulnerability or lack of information. Yeah, that is very important if you are in middle and two or three people are going to have your business partners. And one of them, it is very important that even before starting the business, you must have the clear agreements and dealings and all the implications with them, so that all the members or all the partners must know what is going on and from which business is going through. So it is more likely no one can get more benefit just because on the basis of having more knowledge of the company, as all the partners have invested equally, so everyone will get the profit equally. Not someone can get more because just of he is like having more knowledge of that company, or he is not telling any information, or he is hiding something from the other partner and earning more just because on the basis of that information. So it is also prohibited in Islam. The next point is practical applications of Maumala. The first one is trade and commerce, facilitating fair and ethical trade practice between individuals and businesses. As I told before, the Prophet, peace be upon him, he was called Sadiq, and I mean, even before he was revealed as a prophet from the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, why he was Sadiq? And I mean, he was Sadiq, and I mean, because of his honest tradings, his honest dealings, and his fair trade with the people of Makkah. They used to put their things in the hand of the Prophet, peace be upon him, because they trust that this Muhammad, he will not do anything with our things. And when we want it back, he will give us back because he is Ameen, the one who takes the care of something which you gave him. And the second point is finance and investment, developing financial instruments and investment strategies that comply with Islamic principles. Yeah, and this point is also very important, that we should also focus on implementing those strategies and developing those plans which are helpful to earn halal money. Because some of the scholars, not some, because many scholars, those who say that many people they put the money in they put money in their bank and they are getting the profit monthly or annually based. So according to them, the profit is haram. It falls in the category of haram because it is they called it as interest. So we should also introduce those strategies from which people can earn halal money and in an easy way. And the third point is social welfare, promoting social responsibility and supporting charitable initiatives through Momla-based programs. We should also start those programs and those strategies, and those programs which will not only benefit us but also for the people, for the people of the society, those who are people. As I told before, that by prohibiting interest, people money will not be in hand of just a few people. It will circulate in the society, and the people will give charity to the people, poor people. Okay, the conclusions and the key takeaways. Momla serves as a crucial pillar of the economics and social justice within Islam. Yeah, Momla holds a very important role and is a very great importance in the Islamic principles. And by embracing its principles, we can also promote ethical business practices, strengthen communities, and build a more just and equitable society. Yeah, obviously, when we will have our clean, clear cut, and transparent dealings with the members of our society, obviously we will have a strong relation with them, we will have a strong connection with them, and we will be live together just because of having a trust on each other. And how this trust come? Because of our trade, because of the dealings, because of our mamla with the members of our society, not only members of our society but the other people, family members, members of the other society. We must always have the fair and just dealing with all the peoples. This is what our Islam says. Thank you to everyone who is present here.